Hans J. Wegner, born in April 1914, was and still is considered to be one of the greatest designers in the world. One of his most respected achievements and contributions to the design world has been his ability to design an average of 5 chairs for every year of his life before he died in January 2007. Wegner was the son of a shoemaker in a small town called Tonda in Denmark. At the age of 17, he began his life as an apprentice carpenter. It was at the age of 20, when finishing his apprenticeship, that he moved to the capital of Denmark to fulfill his dream of becoming more involved in the design process. He began pursuing the study of cabinet making in Copenhagen's Technology Institute and later became an architect. In 1940, early on in his architectural career, Wegner partnered up with an already well-known and established architect, Arne Jacobsen. This was to design furniture for the new Aarhus City Hall in Denmark. It was because of this job that Wegner also began a working friendship with master cabinet maker Johannes Hansen, which developed his passion for furniture and soon unveiled his first furniture collection in the Hansen store in 1941. It was with these partnerships and the unique collaboration between these men that formed and became responsible for the undisputed backbone of Danish furniture and its worldwide recognition in the early 1950s to 60s. Hans Wegner's architectural grounding and early craftsman background helped to produce one of the most prolific designers of all time. His study and love for traditional and artistic joinery was also a founding aspect which inspired his many varying and interesting designs, while at the same time bringing them back to specifically Danish forms. Wegner was a master at cutting through the simplified form and constructing beautiful modern reworkings of traditional forms. Throughout the duration of his career, Wegner has also won over 20 awards for his designs, including the receiver of all major honours given to designers. These include the gold medal at the Milano Triennale in 1951 and 1953, the Danish Eckersberg Medal. He was made Honorary Royal Designer for Industry by the Royal Society of Arts in London in 1959, and in 1995 he received his 8th award in the International Design Competition in Osaka, Japan. Having designed and produced such a large number of chairs, it is natural for some of his designs to be well known. Some of his most notable work is the round chair and the Chinese chair, which was developed with Fritz Hansen in 1943. The peacock chair commences in 1947 and is the beginning of many interesting and unique pieces of furniture completed by Wegner. Following the peacock chair, Wegner displays his love for simplicity in line and form, as well as his determination to keep quality and craft embedded in his designs. In the 50s, Scandinavian design promoted a gentler, less intimidating form of modernism rather than the other design aspects favoured by totalitarian regimes during the war. Other aspects of design that remained within the Scandinavian culture was the rejection of harsh forms of functionalism, creating an optimistic and human aesthetic through light forms and decorative surfaces. Friendly style combining past with future and an expression towards living. Due to the fact that many of these aspects were desired qualities at the time, it was in the post-war period when Scandinavian furniture entered the international market and captured the attention of the people in a substantial way. Nearing the end of World War II, industrialization was becoming a major factor within the furniture industry and influencing it substantially. Although industrialization was influencing the world, Scandinavians' craft traditions held strong and were not affected greatly. Scandinavian design was influenced slightly by the pop culture, but only within the forms. They still refused to sacrifice materials and incorporate the disposable characteristic that came along with the plastics. Up until 1953, we were exposed to several famous pieces produced by Wegner, such as the round chair, the three-legged shell chair, the folding chair, stacking chair, the papa bear chair, the dolphin chair, and the valet chair. Around the 1960s, Wegner showed an interesting variation in his design style when he and Borg Morgensen collaborated to develop a child's table and chair set for Morgensen's son, which was still in production for several decades after. The third most popular furniture fashion of the 1950s was the handcrafted look, and owning a piece of furniture by Hans Wegner, Finn Juhl, or Ava Alto depicted peace and good taste, and it was just a loving thing to do. These pieces portray considerable and extensive amounts of craft and quality that depict emotional responses such as calmness, friendliness, harmony, and a natural feeling for the materials. These responses to Wegner's designs were quite common within Scandinavian furniture at the time. One of Wegner's most iconic designs is the PP19, an armchair nicknamed the Papa Bear chair or the Teddy Bear chair, after a critic remarked that the armrests were like great bear paws embracing you from behind. The Papa Bear chair was designed by Wegner in 1951. The frame is made entirely out of beechwood, and all of the material from stuffing to fabric uses natural fibres such as cotton fibre, palm fibre, towel and horsehair. The only foam in the entire chair is in the seat cushion. There are springs that provide total back support even when the user's position changes. The chair was constructed using the cantilever method. This means that the back legs of the chair are extended and braced against the hardwood frame. This method assured maximum solidity of the chair, which makes the chair sturdy and reliable. The Papa Bear chair is a real man's chair. The use of natural materials adds to the old and familiar feel of the chair. The original teakwood arm plates suggest a masculine elegance, much like the idea of a grandfather figure smoking a pipe. The original chair was upholstered in a choice of fine leather or thick woven cotton. These material choices portrayed a feeling of comfort and high quality. The chair induced relaxation and familiarity, which has been the main attribute to which attracted many customers to the form. Wegner's ideal of purification and simplification in furniture led to stripping away all the unnecessary bulk from the armchair. What is left is still a strong status symbol, but losing all the extra weight has invoked a more playful attitude. The space between the armrests and the seat lighten the feel of the chair. The arms look like they are reaching out towards you, inviting you to sit down. The space is also very innovative as it affords so many new ways and different seating positions that are not possible or at least as comfortable in traditional armchairs. It is the form and the shape that allows the user to interpret how to use the chair as they please. The way they interact with the chair encourages the user to form a relationship with it, which creates a sense of personality and attachment. The Papa Bear chair is a very welcoming piece. Simple and lightweight, its focus is on craftsmanship and quality over ornamentation.